Anarchy doesn't wait. This is your fate.
Okay, that's my song. If you want to listen to it, then it's out on Spotify and such. A link in the description below. Okay, so I started making this song like almost a year ago when Hog Hunt came out. I just got this idea. I was really like, oh my god, it's so cool. Fucking TECHNOBLADE, yo. And it turned out really cool. I finished it just recently for some reason. And here's a breakdown of everything. I'm going to do production and then lyrics, I guess. Perhaps. We'll see. So the first idea, the first thing I ever did was this piano and to get the melody and chords down. I fucking love it. I don't really know any music theory at all. I know nothing about chords. I just gonna put notes together and hope it works out. Yeah, it's cool. And so after that, I found this horn sample. And it's fucking thick. Let me show you without the effects. Like that. And I just pitched that around for different notes. It's so thick. And then on top of that, I put just a synth bass. Really really basic. Just a sawtooth or something. Just a sawtooth with hybrid dimension and distortion. And also there is reverb on the bass. Just to give it some humongous bass. I don't really, don't put reverb on the bass. Unless it's something like this, then it can work out well. And then after that, I believe I did the drums, which are also really basic. So there's this kick, really thick. And I took the kick, reversed it, and stretched it as well to like make it lead into the other kick. And then there's also this kick doing the same thing, basically. And then same thing here with the clap snare thing. Like the thing leading into it. These are really weird samples. Wait, what? It works out really well, huh? Okay, then the vocals, and also in a bit I will go into the microtones. There are microtones in the song, I didn't lie.
Anarchy doesn't wait.
Yeah, so there's 3 layers of me singing the main melody. A big effect chain, but basically it's just distortion and make it mixing whatever. I don't actually know why there's so fucking... There don't need to be this many. There's a lot here, and it's kind of unnecessary, but it works out in the end. And also I have 3 takes because then you can pan them. 1 in the middle, and then 2 panned left and right. And then the harmony.
Anarchy doesn't wait.
Which is basically the same thing, but without the distortion. It sounds kind of bad on its own, to be honest, but it works, like, in the mix.
Anarchy doesn't wait.
So yeah, let's go to the intro then. I played this piano by myself, actually. I'm not a pianist. Pronunciation, yes. But I recorded this on my phone. If I take the effect off, you can hear it peaking. But just put effects on it, it's fine. I mean, always check if your recordings are peaking or not before using them, or like before you record. But this is fine. It worked out here. Because I removed all the high end anyway, so you can't hear it. And I put reverb on it. And some saturation and limiting. There's also this triangle wave doing just the chords. Oh, and also I played just the basic triads of each chord. And then here are the actual extensions. And then a really basic bass. And the chorus melody again. But an octave lower, and it's really, really clean. This is your fate. Yeah, just some EQing, ODT, compression, tiny bit of distortion, and more EQ. Anarchy doesn't wait. Yeah. And then here come in the microtones for the first time.
Why don't you give up? We already won.
Same thing as the chorus. There's 3 takes, so they're panned differently. The effects are basically just distortion and dimension expander. I really like that sound. I do it all the time. But yeah, so these notes are... They're 75 cents apart and not 100. If I put in 2 notes here, this is 100 cents. But this down to this note is 75 because I pitched it. It's not quite the same. If I play them on top of each other... No. But yeah, I did that because I wanted to have it climb down from F to D. but like there were only 2 notes in between, so I had to use microtones to go in between the notes. I feel like that's the simplest way to use microtones in music, but it's still really cool if you do it correctly. It ends here, sustained piano chord, and then reverb into the... Yeah. So this is basically just me doing this with more reverb and then rendering that and reversing it. Yeah, it's a common trick, but it works. Same thing here with the chords. And then the verse, which comes in back with the microtones. Yeah. Okay. So here the chords are twice as fast than the choruses and the first verse. Same instruments though, and also there's just 8/8 this time. This is bassline, and it's just some sample I used. And then also 3 times oscillator, like 2 octaves I think, and a 5th added on top. And then that's on the same track as the 8/8, and it's distorted together with some EQing. So it's like crunchy. Or it's like this. Yeah, it makes this crunchy sound. If you distort a high-pitched sound with a deep-pitched sound, it sounds really crunchy, the high-pitched sound. And I like to do that a lot of the time. I did it with a piano once. Yeah, it can sound cool. And then the drums. Really thick. There's these shorter hi-hats, panned left and right. And then this longer one in the middle. And then the guitar. Oh, and also, to make them sound more realistic, you can play with the velocity to make it more rhythmic. And the effects on it is just some distortion and stuff. Dimension expander. The kick is the same from the chorus, but with some EQing. And this acoustic snare thing that I found. Really, really nice. And then it goes into a rap verse. I actually wrote these lyrics while recording, and I was gonna make that into a video, but I messed up the recording. I didn't record the microphone. So yeah, I look really stupid there. Yeah, just some generic lyrics, I guess. Except for one line, which I find really weird, but I really like it, to be honest. You're at the wrong noun. It's so stupid. It's like, I wanted to say something, oh, you're in the wrong place or something, but that didn't work. And then noun, that's a word for a place or an object or whatever. You're at the wrong noun. That works, and it rhymes. Yeah, I'm proud of that one. Yeah, and then the chorus again. Yeah, same thing as before, the reverse thing. And also, there's more things happening in this chorus. There are the triads of the chords. Now you can see these are muted. Like it's supposed to be like this. I just thought it was too crowded, too much happening, so I removed them. Like you can see here, there's an automation here to make the choir quieter, but instead I just decided to remove these notes from this part. And there's also this saw, which sounds weird. But basically, I thought it was too much, but I also thought, like, I liked the high end of it, because I was like, oh, there's missing high end in this part. Like, it used to be like this, but it was just too much on the mix, so I just did this. So it's basically like white noise, basically. Yeah, that's something I do often, but since I had this and I liked the high end of this, I just decided to take the low end and use that instead. So it's like this. Oh, also, the toms. Oh my god, I forgot the toms. So, these toms are really thick. So, what did I do to these? Well, if I just take the effects off first. I love effects. I love knowing what I'm doing. First on the chain list, vocodecs. I don't remember what patch I used. I think I used this for drums, either one of them. I don't remember though. It's only at 15%, but that's enough to make a bit of a difference. It's already a bit thicker. Then distortion, some EQing, fucking increase the high end and low end a lot, some compression, dimension expander, and then another EQ. Fucking thick. Oh, also there is a noise gate on it. Just so the toms aren't playing at the same time as everything else. Like, it's just muddy low end. And I could have done this with automation, but I decided not to. I actually don't know why. That would be smarter. And also there's this snare part reversed into the toms. But that's basically it, I think. Maybe I should talk about how I did the microtones. First of all, I had to calculate, like, I knew how many notes I wanted to use, and I knew how many cents I had to play around with. I had to go from here to here. That's 300 cents in between. So I had to divide 300 by 4. And so I got 75. And so I put 75 in between all of them. And so what I did is I have 3 oscillator just to have, I used it a lot to like sing over when I'm singing, recording vocals. You can see it here as well. It's just more comfortable to sing with it in the background, so I know what the notes are. But so I have 2 of them. One of them is pitched 25 cents up. So it's going down an entire note, but then it's on the other 3 times oscillator, so it's actually 75 cents down. And then here, the next note is on the normal one, but if I go here into fine pitch, it's pitched up 50 cents. So again, it's 75 cents down. And then I just auto-tuned it with New Tone, which is an FL Studio plugin. But I didn't auto-tune it in the beginning, actually. Because I was scared of it. And also, New Tone can make your vocals kind of messy, especially the S's and T's and those kind of sounds, because it auto-tunes everything. If you breathe, it auto-tunes the breathing. So like, it can make it sound less clean, which is why I generally don't auto-tune chill parts of my songs, or at least try not to. Until now that I got a different auto-tune plugin, which doesn't auto-tune your breathing. But yeah, that's the song. Hope you enjoyed the video. It should be out everywhere on streaming services. That is, the link in the description. And yeah, like and subscribe.